This is Political Science for Class 12, and we are continuing the chapter Challenges of Nation Building. Okay. And the topic is Integration of Princely States. Integration means to merge, to unite, to be one. And this is very important in this regard. As you know, we got independence in 1947 from British rule, and during the British rule, the British India was divided into two types of areas. One, British Indian provinces, and the other, princely states. The British Indian states were directly under the control of British government, whereas the princely states, as the name is clearly telling, that these were the princes, the kings, the rulers, maharajas, nawabs, nizams, etc. So these princely states were ruled by princes or kings or maharaja, etc., with certain degree of autonomy under British rule. So autonomy means they were given some freedom to manage, to rule, to run the administration in their own way, under their control, in their respective princely states or states. This type of autonomy that was given by British government to such rulers of princely states is known as paramountcy or suzerainty of the British Crown. What? Paramountcy or suzerainty of the British Crown means the British government, the British Crown has given this permission, freedom, to these princely states to run their areas in their own way. Alright, so you know this also, such states were too many in our country, and they had covered nearly 1/3 of the land under British rule, and it became big problem to integrate such states in India after independence. This system of suzerainty and paramountcy was prevailing during the British rule pre-independence of India. After we got independence, the system changed. Now the problem was to convince these princely states to merge with India. Why it was a problem? Because these princely states, the rulers of princely states, were told by the British government at the time of independence that such rulers are free. They have choices either to join India or Pakistan, or to remain or to be as independent states. Okay, so that was a problem because this was the choice, and India wanted to convince all these rulers to merge, to unite, to integrate India in one nation, territorially and nationally. Alright, so that was not an easy task. And such states were 565 princely states. Although many of them merged with India, but some were reluctant to do so. And they were given, because they were given that choice by British government. Although the people of such princely states were willing to join or to unite with India, but naturally their rulers were not willing to do so, because they had to leave all their powers and to be treated like other ordinary people. So that was the main problem, and this threatened the process of unification of India. And the problem started when the ruler of Travancore declared independence. That will neither be with Pakistan nor with India, but will remain as, or will go for independent states. And similar opinion was of the Nawabs of Bhopal and the rulers of Hyderabad. So it meant that India would be divided into many new independent states within that boundary, as I have just told you. But the people of such states were not willing to be under their new rulers. They wanted to be with Indian Union as a democracy government, or as a part of a democratic government, where they would enjoy freedoms, especially the political freedom. Alright, and for this they started protesting against their rulers to join India. The next topic is organization and reorganization of states. Now the effort started, and the main person for uniting India and for convincing the princely states, the rulers of princely states, was Sardar Patel. Okay, and the government, he was appointed naturally by the interim government of India. And what was the approach or the basis? The government approach to unite India was guided by these three considerations. Means they were following these points in their mind, keeping these points in their mind to convince the princely states, the rulers of such states. First was, the people of the most of the princely states were willing and wanted to become part of Indian Union. That was the hope for them. When the people are willing, naturally the ruler will also be ultimately have to be convinced, or have to surrender, you can say, or will be ready to merge with India. Okay, second approach was, the government was prepared to be flexible in giving autonomy to some regions also. Okay, that was also prepared कि no, they should be the part of India, but some autonomy, some freedom to some states can be given. That was prepared in dealing in their local matters by the local government. Local government here, I mean state government. Okay, and the idea was to accommodate plurality and adopt a flexible approach in dealing with the demands of the regions. Regions are the areas. And the third approach is, in the backdrop of partition, which brought into focus the contest over demarcation of territory, the integration and consolidation of the territorial boundaries of the nation had assumed supreme importance. Okay, so several princely states skillfully and willfully joined the Indian Union. However, the integration of princely states of Kashmir, Junagadh, Hyderabad, and Manipur caused problems, but later on they were also convinced to join India. Thank you.